And fans of the late Dan Tshanda have gathered for his funeral service at the Palm Bible Church in Dlamini, Soweto, to pay their last respects to the disco musician and producer. Tshanda died at the age of 54 after a short illness in Sandton earlier this month. Last Friday, fellow musicians, his fans and government officials paid tribute to him at his memorial service at the Baseline in Newtown in Johannesburg. Tshanda produced music for groups such as Splash and Dalom Kids in the 1980s. Our reporter, Itekani Magwedze, is attending the funeral. Let's cross to him live now over the phone. Itekani, a very good morning to you. I know we're not able to capture you on camera and we'll be fixing that later on, but give us a sense of what's happening where you are.
Well, good morning, Desiree, and good morning to our viewers. Really just to paint a picture for you, we are at the Palm Bible Church here in Soweto. The hall is quite full of fans, family, and other people who really followed Dan Tshanda's music. You have people from Botswana, Namibia, and Zimbabwe who already knew by yesterday that they were going to make those long journeys to the country to really come and pay their support here. We know that Dan Tshanda was really followed, especially by some of our neighboring countries. But right now there are speakers after speakers taking the center stage to pay their respects to Dan Tshanda, whose coffin is at the middle of the hall. His just in front of the stage there, his white coffin is there. People are here obviously to pay their respects. So we're expecting musicians to take up stage and pay honor to Dan Tshanda's life.
Is it somber or celebratory?
It's a bit of both, really. As another speaker said it, that their hearts are really broken, but they're left with the legacy of rich music that Dan Tshanda made. You know that he made music for very long, starting in the 80s. So there is a rich history in terms of the archive of music he was making. In fact, he had just finished his next album that had just been mastered. So there is still new music that he leaves behind even at his death. So it's a bit of both, celebratory with playing his music throughout the session, but also you get the sense that it's a huge loss, not only for the family, but for the continent as well. We know as well that he had followers in the UK. So you could say it's a global loss of a legendary musician.
It's totally awesome to hear that there was new music in the pipeline, so to add to that legacy that he's leaving behind. Have you been able to spot any members of Splash or Patricia Majali?
Well, we've spotted a few band members of Splash. In fact, we had one who spoke saying that the kind of influence that Dan had on his life, he'll live out in the rest of his life, and is hoping that he can make sure that he makes Dan proud. But we are going to see a couple more people who were mentored by Dan speak and obviously pay their respect to him.
If members of the public want to come through, what time do proceedings start officially?
Well, proceedings started at 9. It looks like it's a bit of a long program. Understandably, I mean, Dan Tshanda touched so many lives. So there are quite a lot of people who are still listed to speak throughout the day. So it should go on maybe for the next hour. So if members of the public are around Soweto, they can make their way to Palm Bible Church, and I see a couple of chairs at the back that are still unoccupied, so they can make their way to come and pay their respects to this South African legendary musician.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that update. Itekani Magwedze is at the funeral service of the late Dan Tshanda. Let's take a break.